December 20th, 2018. Welcome to the show. It's your boy, the world-class smartass. Hey, 414, what it do? It is the official representation of the 414,
All right.
regardless of what other people may say. This is where it starts and stops at. It's the Alpha and the Omega.
All right.
Did I mention I'm the world-class smartass? I'm in the building with Outlaw Radio Holiday Hangover. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you do, right?
Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays.
All that shit.
All that, yeah.
You're trying to be PC.
Yeah.
You ain't doing that.
It's BS.
It is the TPB PhD in the building on a Thursday night, ready to get it in. I got my people here. The new and improved lineup of Outlaw Radio.
Yes, sir.
The People's Network presents.
Brother, talk to teach, listen to learn your truth, transfer engineer. Here, like you like to say, living my best life, trying to...
I never said that.
That's
I
me.
never actually said that
That's
shit.
me.
That's what I'm saying. You're already wrong.
You wrong.
That's why people be getting fired.
It
all
was
the time.
sarcasm. It's sarcasm. You're going to have to learn how to pick up on that. But what's up, y'all? How y'all doing this evening?
What's going on, bro?
Yes, sir.
And
Happy motherfucking holidays and shit.
And I'm the cute one of the crew, Lady Snow.
You just the girl. I mean, you could say that if you're the girl.
No, I'm the
If
cute
Jason had said that, I would have muted his mic.
I'm the cute one.
Reggie, what's happening?
I'm the
not
cute
UTFO. This is not...
Hey, welcome back, Lady Snow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We are always enamored by your presence.
Yes, with the goblet. Yes, I have my wine goblet.
All
Right?
right.
With some water in it.
No, I have a tablespoon of vodka in here.
Right.
Ain't that white
That's how you do it.
No,
That's how you get that.
Turn up. Turn
Get a
up.
tablespoon of liquor.
a
I'm
tablespoon.
gonna buy 40 and pour me a tablespoon.
I needed that for y'all. See, now y'all getting me to drink.
You can buy a drink.
Yeah, man, we're a bad influence.
Bad influence.
Real talk.
I've been called worse.
A
Shout
whole
out to
tablespoon.
Bear Meat.
Shout out there.
Shout out to Bear Meat.
Yeah.
The Milltown Mountain Man. Handling his business.
You out there cheating on
But
me.
it is he in the woods with a
No.
Sacagawea cheating on you. Right?
Where's Lena? Somebody...
Stop it. The problem is you can't get black people in the room without them starting some shit.
Hey.
See, look at Jason. It is a very, very, very poignant time as a black person. I think all of the minutes that we have are the ones that are... See, I think like our generation is the most really historically relevant generation. The most historically relevant generation.
Yes.
Because we changed the world. Our generation did. Gen Xers.
Agreed.
You know, we the ones who said, man, fuck that bullshit.
Wait. Okay. Keep going.
You know, it got to the point with us where white people were saying nigger all over the country getting punched in their face.
Yeah, that's true.
Them civil rights.
Right.
That was the new civil rights movement.
No shit.
When I was young, that was the new civil rights movement. We shall not overcome. We shall punch you in your fucking mouth.
Yo,
Turned
shit.
it
You
Turn
fucking
it-
nigger. Bow. Party over.
Lights out.
Hey.
Martin has left the
You
building.
know what I mean? And
So,
Malcolm entered that.
You know, and I always like to say, we're not your grandfather's Negroes. Neo-Negroism is in effect with what we do. So you can say a lot of bad shit about us, but you can't deny that fact.
That's real.
It is what it is, man. I'm happy to be here with y'all. I love my crew. Shot King Photography in the building.
Yes, sir.
Making sure that somebody gonna look at themselves on YouTube and be like, I need to get some skin cream.
I sure hope the hell he wasn't talking about me, because I swear,
The woman always take it personal, don't she?
if I bleach my skin or get skin cream, I'm gonna disappear.
You can't bleach no
No.
more. You'll be an
That's what I said.
albino.
I'll
No.
be
You'll be an
We're
albino.
gonna need you to lay out in the sun.
Who's you been
I'll
time?
be
And
one
them
of
be
these light
mad.
bulbs up in here.
Get that vitamin D.
Ooh.
But you know what? The holiday season is always controversial for black people because we go at each other about who we believe in and whatnot. And it's all about, well, there wasn't no Jesus, wasn't even no J invented.
Oh,
I've heard the argument.
Yeah.
But it's Christmas, dog.
The only
Stop.
arguments I hear about Christmas is I don't believe in it because they ain't
Well, you're
got,
talking about
'cause they
some
ain't
people
got
who
no
love
money.
Kwanzaa, but we know Karanga was a federal informant. I thought the rule was no snitching. But you celebrate his holiday knowing that he was a federal informant.
Damn.
I'm not saying anything that's not known.
But now, when you say
Malcolm Karanga behind the Us movement, who comes up with the Kwanzaa.
But when you say celebrate, it's not a celebration of him. It's a holiday that he helped to bring into existence.
So it ain't his fault.
But it ain't in his honor.
So basically, y'all saying all this holiday shit is just wrong.
Well, it's a hallmark moment. The
Yeah.
economy has to roll on along.
I agree with that.
Somebody got to buy a burger. Somebody got a bag of fries. Somebody got to mop a floor.
That's what.
Somebody got to lock a door.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, like me, somebody got to open up the locked door so you can get in. I'm telling too much. Welcome to the show, man. The holidays for black people in this country. Knowing that there's a lot of bullshit going on right now.
Depressing.
Merry motherfucking Christmas.
I'm over it.
Grinch.
You gotta have kids to like Christmas. I don't know what I'm gonna do when my kids grown at Christmas.
Let me tell you.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
You're gonna enjoy life. Are you gonna have a big ass tree when your kids get
There will be
teenagers?
no tree once
Yes,
they're
it
grown.
will.
Is the tree gonna be at their house? You gonna go visit?
I hope they
Christmas
get
at
a
their-
house. I hope I live to see it. I have no idea
It's
what
coming.
tomorrow's going to bring.
Empty nester is coming.
You might fuck around and do a lame duck session on me.
It's
Right.
a waste of time and money. This
Politics
Christmas
is
crap.
in there. But, you know, it's really what this should be about is us teaching our kids that the spirit of the holidays is not to receive, it is to give.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what religion you are. If it's the holiday season, it should be a spirit of giving. I'm going to help somebody. That's how you invest in good karma.
You should be doing that all year long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
It's
at
all
Christmas, you really got to be conscious of it, though, because you might be going through your year. Like, man, I got to get this, and at the end of the year, you realize, damn, I got it. Because it comes in December and January, which is an ultimate moment of reflection. A new year. People be like, I'm losing 12 pounds. They has to be 30 pounds fatter the next day.
They done made that resolution for the past 8 years.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I was so busy last year, I forgot to stop eating.
Hey.
I mean, the thing about it is it's a reset. Naturally. You hit reset in January.
Right.
And most of us who are citizens know that's because we got a whole new year of taxes to pay. You know, Reinstein and them need that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I think people are mean though in Christmas time. The holidays ain't. It's too busy and people just mean.
It's consumerism.
It's,
It is capitalism.
Well, that
If it don't make dollars, it don't make no motherfucking sense.
people are mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
what
about that
holidays
bread.
are used to.
I'll punch an old
You ain't gonna
person.
donate, I'll beat your ass.
I'll punch an old
Ring 'em
person.
ding
I ain't
ding.
Why you
gonna
hitting
lie.
on old people,
Because
Reggie?
they the rudest ones. They be in a hurry and they got all the time in the world to sit at home.
You ain't go to school with them?
Ooh.
No.
You know, like I remember you from
That was a
from
shock.
Bronzeville.
You
and shit.
gotta know when you cut,
I know
otherwise
when
you
he-
We went to the Duke Ellington show together.
I'm trying to make a comeback on his ass.
Well, you will. You gotta take your time.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
Listen, I didn't say this last weekend, and shame on me. Rest in peace to Nancy Wilson.
I know.
And you know the one thing about Nancy Wilson, I'm about to go into my man bag.
All right.
I got a man bag.
Oh,
A couple of them. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Even when I was young, Nancy Wilson was old, but I always thought she was beautiful.
She was.
She always got me riled up.
A little excited.
Almost got the faux moist.
Moist. I knew it was coming.
You know
Yeah,
it's
I
coming.
know it's coming.
Nancy Wilson as a little boy.
Don't do that to Nancy.
Well, no,
Don't do that
it's
to
love.
Nancy.
It is love. She wasn't no kin to me. It's not incest.
Don't do that to
I'm
Nancy.
saying her beauty as a youngster, it showed me that black women age gracefully.
What about her voice?
And no, listen, we're talking about her beauty is bigger than her voice. It's about her, them lights and shit that when Charlie Murphy said Rick James had an aura.
Okay.
Nancy had an aura.
Okay.
From day one. Every man who ever laid eyes on her was in love with her.
Then she could sing.
And you add, come on, man. We getting married yesterday. So rest in peace to her, man, and God bless her family, and my condolences to her.
Yes.
I'm not really worried about Penny Marshall.
Oh shit! I'm so over that.
Because
fool.
Laverne and Shirley sold a false narrative about Milwaukee from the gate a long time ago. You know, it was a spinoff of Happy Days. And y'all asking me to do a whole different show. Just back to Nancy Wilson. Rest in peace, my black queen. And, you know,
What about Cicely Tyson looking so beautiful? What is she, 95, 7?
I probably still hit Cicely.
Man.
Couple beers,
Oh,
a bowl or two.
You gonna
Sissy be pregnant at the Oscars.
No, she'll need a hip
having an
replacement.
honorary baby.
No.
oh my.
Then you dark.
The revolution is so nasty.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Back to her being a beautiful woman.
She
What
is.
she,
Shout out to
95,
Sissy.
97?
I'm saying.
Don't do that. You respect her while
Don't be
she
putting on
alive.
makeup if you don't want me. You know what I'm saying? You up in the club and shit. Let me holler at your handler.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? What size diaper she wear? I'm fucking with everybody. I'm fucking with everybody.
Kinda.
No. Take this away from me, Jess.
please.
I need you. Christmas time, the Hollis Queens.
What was his topic?
No, let me tell you. I think that
Holiday hangover.
Here we go.
I think you said it the best when you talked about consumerism. Because what holidays
I
have
thought
been-
you was finna agree with me about Sicily. Like, I'd hit that shit too.
No, I can't. I tried to save you. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Steering a
See, I don't even know how to get
direction,
saved. I'm steadily jumping out the life raft. Go ahead.
But nah, but all the holidays have turned into like a Hallmark type thing. You know what I mean? And they've capitalized on all of it, whether it be Kwanzaa, you know,
Right. Even without Koran.
Hanukkah, you know, the whole deal. So the only ones that I know that really aren't affected by it are like the Jehovah's Witness and whatnot. They don't celebrate nothing.
Right. And kids can't have no
They
Christmas.
can't have nothing. A birthday, they can't have nothing. So, but it's all reduced to consumerism. I do agree with you when you said that. Yeah.
I just think it's kind of cruel because these little black kids or some little poor white kids, I mean, they making it on TV. The commercials are so beautiful. This family always have these beautiful trees, all these beautiful presents. Then you got these little black kids sleeping on crates and inflatable mattresses. And it's depressing because I just know what they're going through. You know, I mean, not me for, I mean, I'm just saying.
No, I
I'm
get
trying to figure out why you so negative at Christmas time. Like, this shit is amazing me.
Because you pouring up. Shit.
yeah, like you know.
Christmas time, right?
I'd be happy as hell too if I was pouring
But
up.
here's the thing,
Hey, the
though.
Lord giveth and the Lord taketh
You can hear
away.
him pour. You
Look,
can hear him pour.
I want them to. I have a condenser microphone that
You
picks
can
up
hear
everything.
it.
Well,
You
they
said-
picked that up.
That wasn't no sound effect.
But have you
That
ever
was me
seen
getting my beverage on.
a third world country or area that's in poverty and they still happy?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They playing in the dirt, ain't got no shoes on.
playing in the
Real
dirt.
talk, but they kicking
Ain't
around a
nobody
soccer
happy.
ball and they having fun. And
I don't think they're happy.
you know what
I
the
just
main
think
thing
they,
is?
I think you can.
Let's all agree on this.
They ain't
on
happy
this
kicking
point.
no damn dirt.
Regardless of what you believe, at this point in the year, you just like, damn, I made it. It's month 12. I made it. Now, shit, we're gonna start over. Ooh, I got through it. Because as a parent, you got to just get through Christmas. You survive Christmas as a parent.
Yeah, because you in debt from last Christmas.
Well, I'm trying to, and that's the thing. I'm like, I don't want to go into debt
I don't
for. But with our kids, see,
use credit cards.
the day you took on the kind of mantra of, I'm gonna make sure my kids have more than they had.
No,
That means you're gonna be broke at Christmas.
for sure.
And my children want iPhones. They don't want. I used to buy wrestling figures. Be up in and out of Christmas for about $150 drinking at the bar on New Year's Eve. Like, man, I'm good. My baby's straight. Now I'm like, I can't go to the bar. I need a 40 ounce and a nickel bag because they want iPhones. You're talking about $1,000 phones.
So is that your tradition? What is your holiday? I don't want to say Christmas or whatever you want. What is your tradition for your family?
My tradition for my family is to always remind them that we are grateful to be here again. This means we all survived.
Ain't that Thanksgiving?
Right.
Nah, that's we all. No, that's we all ate. That's we all ate.
Hey, we ain't watched
See, 'cause
football.
look, I'm tell you something.
saying, that's
If you,
Thanksgiving.
Well, maybe they did it twice.
Let me
right?
answer this
Yeah,
question.
you kinda
If you die on Thanksgiving, you didn't make it to the end. Second place is the first loser. So, damn, I couldn't make it to Christmas. You ain't here with us. See, Uncle Leroy ate that
see,
turkey,
then-
and he ain't here now.
Let's
Then you
just
got
go
to get
back
off into
to-
what the real calendar is, and you know the
Yeah,
springtime is really the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it
Christmas.
depends
You act like you got something to
how
say.
many layers you want to pull back.
Christmas is
Tell me about layers.
me. I won't. My tree.
Yeah, if you're a child, but as an adult, it's about
They won't.
let me give.
And let me get it for them because you know I'm dad.
I ain't finna get oiled up or nothing behind this. I will not be moist when I'm broke. Trust me. We're gonna have a problem.
I can guess.
Nobody salutes when there's no money.
It's TMI. It's TMI.
My big head or my little head.
TMI.
Yeah, we gonna change
Yeah,
seats.
that's where we going. Merry motherfucking Christmas.
Okay, so now that your kids are getting older, you got this big tree. And
I
then
don't have a very big tree.
just roll with the punches, okay?
And I still want to hear your tradition too, but go ahead.
Let's just roll. Okay, so what do? You got this big tree and they want iPhones. We figure these is like, you got 2 kids, that's $2,000 plus whatever. So you got 2 little bitty gifts that
It's a
cost
monthly bill.
that cost $2,000. Where the hell you going?
Go ahead.
You gotta buy other shit.
I'm like, damn, what's all that?
A shirt and an iPhone.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So now you basically got $2,000 worth of stuff under a tree.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
That is.
Because back in the day, $2,000 was, you could even buy your cousins a gift.
Well, you only do it because that's what you know. It's your tradition. It's probably how you was brought up. So now, when you got control of your family and you had some input, is there anything that you did to add or subtract, or did you change or create your own family tradition?
Well, see, what I do was, I'm talking money right now. I don't charge stuff. If I can't afford it with the cash and carry, I don't charge because I'm not going the next year in debt. I just refuse to do that, you know. And every year, my grandkids, we have a theme. You know, I may buy them bikes one year. Now they're getting older. You know, when they're smaller, you can get them whatever the hell they want.
Right.
But so we would do a theme every year. They would all get bikes. They would all get this, that, and the other. This year, now they're a little older. I'm giving them money.
Okay.
And the littlest ones, they're going to get some, you know, little crap. But I'm giving the oldest ones money.
Well, that's that's a tradition. They're gonna be looking for that now. Every year they're gonna be looking for that loot.
But that's cool. I can work with that because they're older and I can't get them nothing they want. I'm not buying Jordans. I refuse to buy Jordans. I just will not purchase Jordans.
Is there a political reason?
No. He married a white woman.
Okay. That's a good reason. I understand.
That's some residual anger.
Hey, pay for that.
Listen, there was a very important bill that was passed, and it was a bipartisan bill. Like, it's not, both parties will take responsibility for passing this bill. It's this criminal justice reform bill, which we skewered all the black pastors for going. They all said they went to meet with Trump about this bill. I guess this was the bill, but none of them knew shit. So they came home like, well, we were supposed to get that. So we were mad at them then, and we're still mad at them. Y'all still don't get no out.
They just as surprised as we are.
This is right. Like, oh, they really had this some shit.
Damn.
So what really happened is this. There was the passage of some legislation that dictates that from now on, when we're talking about being arrested for drugs and you're a nonviolent offender, all kinds of considerations will be made. Like, it's no longer going to be 100% punitive on how they really go at you as a first-time offender, but a drug offender. So now there's a chance that a lot of individuals who were unjustly convicted by the predatory laws. Now we can call them predatory. The maximum minimums, and in Wisconsin we got mandatory minimums. We know, black people know how the shit's structured against us via the crack epidemic, where we talked about possession of cocaine being the singular destructive substance.
Right.
Things have changed.
Absolutely.
Like, white people popping pills now.
Now
they're saying
they need help. It's a
some of
disease.
these people can petition to have their cases reviewed.
So now we gotta be happy and give them praise for the same people who put us in the jail.
So again,
I love that. I love what she just said.
Well, that's true.
I love what she just said, because she said now we can be happy.
Right. Supposedly.
Not necessarily, but the thing is this. One of the tools of liberation and empowerment that we've been asking for is some straightening within the legislative system.
But is it gonna go all the way in reverse? I mean, a lot of times, if you stab me in the back 2 inches and you pull it out 1 inch, and I'm not gonna be grateful because you pulled it out 1 inch.
Talking about somebody putting something in and out of you. I'm not going there with you.
Well, we did say stabbing in the back. We see where your mind is. You still moist from before. But no, but real talk, what you gotta do is they need to undo it. Don't just throw crumbs at it. Don't put a Band-Aid on the bullet wound. So when you start talking about that, let's start going in and reversing some of those cases.
For everybody who tuned in who just want to have a good time instead of arguing with Jason about politics, the number is 414-239-5708. We're going to introduce the new segment, the Hip Hop Snob, tonight. In the meantime and in between time, take it light. And it's December 20th, 2018, Outlaw Radio Holiday Hangover. Some technical difficulties. Can't stop me. We'll do it in 1, 2, 3, part 1, part 2, part 3. But it will all be on our YouTube channel because Shot King Photography is in the building.
Shout out.
And they're making sure that if you didn't get to hear it, you'll get to see it, right?
Right.
But, you know, we were talking about holiday hangover and whatnot, and you know, the discussion was about how the holidays have actually become a consumer pratfall, right? Like, it becomes a thing where it's not really about, like, you know, and this is the great thing about, you know, I was a recipient. I'm a descendant, but I'm also a recipient of the Great Migration, in which my parents fled the South. Like, fuck this bullshit. And we had Christmases. You know what I'm saying? We had some Christmases where, and my parents weren't trying to teach me about giving. They was just giving me shit.
Okay.
With the understanding that I would eventually understand that should translate when you get older. Because I used to look at my pops like, Christmas must fucking suck for you.
It probably did.
You didn't get a remote control car or nothing.
Yeah.
He would be like, I'm good, because I realize now that all the food on the table, the heat, the lights, the gas, the batteries, he had done all that. So that was his gift. He gave. So now I'm old, so I'm just like, I just want to give people shit. Like, I don't give to beggars. During Christmas, my guy, I might give you $1 and shit.
Oh, shit.
I be on my, thugs need hugs, right?
So you give him $1?
Man, he
And then they gonna slug your ass.
They gonna get you some gum or something.
Hell nah.
We were discussing the Criminal Justice Reform Act that has just been passed, and like black people are saying, because I deal with like conscious black people, like I encounter really serious black people. A lot of individuals have platforms. But are you talking a real serious, like a professional black person? You know what a professional black person is? That's their job.
Right.
They're just a black person. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean they have a job, but their job is being black.
Serious black person.
All that shit that go in with
fist in the air.
And see, white people be thinking they get it. That's why I tell every white boy who tries to hear, Kevin, I know what you don't know shit. Because black people live on a different realm.
Real talk.
We talk a different talk. We walk a different walk. You talking about criminal justice reform in 2018? Some shit that you should have been said a long time ago. I'm going with Reggie saying, are we now happy? Now we like, good job, Trump? Fuck Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, man.
Fuck Donald Trump.
But wouldn't it be ironic at the end of the day if he ended up doing more for prison reform than Obama did?
It wouldn't be ironic. It would be normal because a white man can do more for the penal.
He would have never got to do it. They would have shot him down.
And I'm not one who gives, Michelle got them $7,000. See, Michelle and Barack are walking the thin elitist line right now. It's cool. I get it. You wrote a book. It's a bestseller. Your husband is probably the most accountable black man in history because he was the first black motherfucking president.
That actually makes
But you know what? You got on $7,000 glitter boots.
$4,000 dollar, and they was bad as hell, y'all. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something. If my wife, let's talk about that. Let's take it there because that's one of my talking points.
Wait a minute.
No, let me tell you something about Michelle.
She started off saying she got a best-selling book, so she got the money now. She can pay off her student loans.
Right.
And she can wear those $4,000 boots.
But you're black.
It don't
You're black.
matter.
Let me tell you something about consumerism. One of the biggest things that afflicts black people at this point is our refusal to stop spending our money with those who can give a fuck less about us. And you can tell me, was they Balenciagas? Where were they? You think Balenciaga give a fucking, you think they donating the literacy in the community in Milwaukee?
No.
They don't give a fuck about us. So, okay, Michelle, first of all, you're 50 with glitter boots on above your knees.
She looked it good.
It wasn't really that look. Look, my wife, if she come out in them boots, I'm like, baby, you gonna wear them to work? See, that's how you know Barry ain't from the block.
Did you not hear what she said? She said she can relax and look like this now.
You don't relax with no $5,000 boots on.
$4,000 boots, and I guarantee you, like you said though, them boots gonna probably be sold out today.
Right.
So
she doesn't even own the boots. It's a false reality. So little girls who look at, I love. You know what? I love what Obama stood for. I don't like where Obama stood at.
Well, he didn't do shit.
Yeah, see, here go black people. Well, you know he was.
You didn't let me finish.
Stop. I'm from Capital. 414.
You didn't let me finish. I said he didn't do shit for the black people.
For you to finish.
He didn't do shit for black people.
You like the boots though. You can't.
I love them boots.
You don't wear them boots to the show.
Next Thursday.
I'm gonna have Bear Me here if you wear them boots.
And I'm gonna wear the price tag with them.
We're gonna sick our dog, our gerbil, our cat, our fish, our bat, everything. Beans, greens, tomatoes. No, she didn't. You know what the funniest part about this is here go a real black dude who watches the internet. Michelle actually looked better when she went to the meeting with the young black brothers. But she had on the pants that everybody's bugging off of.
But it was a
Hold on, let me finish.
It was a
Let me finish.
theme.
Let me finish. Michelle she actually looked better then. And all us brothers said, damn, Michelle got ass. Remember them pants?
Right.
Now, with that shit, first of all, the gown, first of all, you're talking high fashion. The gown didn't fit you right. She was holding this shit like this.
Probably because she with that big old ass to fall out the dress.
Her ass ain't that big. It was just an ill-fitting gown. It wasn't made for you.
Anyway, she was with Jessica Parker.
Ooh, I'm so excited because she had Sex in the City 20 years ago.
See, it's the theme.
Black people get.
It's the theme.
We so happy about bullshit.
You a man. You understand the theme. Jessica, you're not talking about Jessica, the white lady.
That's why Kanye retired.
You ain't talking about her dress. I'm sure her dress called Jessica. Parker.
You know why?
I'm sure her dress.
Because I don't talk about Jessica. I don't know no black woman named Jessica.
Well, the white woman that she was with, I'm sure her dress probably cost more than them damn boots. So we shouldn't be quick to just.
Hammer sold more than poor righteous teachers.
Why are we quick to criticize Michelle Obama for wearing those boots when that white lady was sitting there with her dress that probably cost $10?
Who cares about what the white woman was wearing? Let's get away from that.
Then don't pick at Michelle.
The only thing I'm saying about Michelle is this.
You said she wouldn't look.
You're right. I'm watching you. You're writing. It's fine. You're having your time. But they got you out here looking silly because you don't. What Michelle Obama actually stands for is not about glitter boots or ill-fitting high-fashion gowns. You know what she said? Hold on. You know what she stands for? A black woman who managed to cross the threshold.
Okay, so
and
she
say,
can't let her hair
Black
down?
Power has walked into the... See, Black Power wasn't about Obama. It wasn't about Barry. It was about Michelle. Because I knew Barry was skeptical off top. Because light-skinned dudes be hard to trust. And Jason, you know, he looking at me like, I agree. Yep. We be sneaky. I knew it was about Michelle from the time he got elected. Go ahead, bro.
No, let me tell you, I have absolutely no dog in this fight.
Except for the fact that y'all, the light-skinned dudes, stick together.
Y'all go ahead. Well, you in the group, you're just in the back. But you know what I'm saying?
You a darker version.
They made me sit in the back. See how they treated us? You see, even admit it. You know, the bar's like Melvin Riley got to sit in the back. Ready for the World got to sit in the back.
Michelle can be a lady. Let her do dress
Take
up.
them goddamn tacky-ass glitter boots off.
I love the boots.
Fuck the boots.
I'm a female. I love the boots, Michelle.
If my girl think that's going to turn me on with them boots, I'm going to be like,
me.
they cost what? Take them motherfuckers back. I could have got you some boots from Payless. And we'd have had a good time tonight.
Now wait, let me stir the pot because if you add up like all the 102, 150 pairs of tennis shoes and whatnot that you got, you know what I'm saying?
You don't know how many.
I don't. That's why I just estimated.
Look at your shoes you got on now while you talking.
These is nice.
They're very nice. I'm just saying. So is it Apple? 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other? Is it really?
Because I got on K-Swiss and you got on the $300 shoes.
Because I heard I don't know if it's true, but I heard you have quite an extensive shoe collection. I just heard, I don't know.
I heard that from his
This
own mouth.
show is not actually about what I have.
It ain't about Michelle either.
It is about her glitter boots. I guarantee you out of all the shoes I got, none of them got glitter on it. Let's move on.
No, I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
I hope not.
Now my homie got caught up. My homie got caught up.
Unicorns and glitter on
This for the hood. First of all, rest in peace to Swamp.
Hey.
Rest in peace to Big Swamp.
Who's Swamp?
Hold on, baby. Be cool.
Oh.
It's real stuff.
Okay.
Rest in peace to Big Swamp. Big homie from the hood.
Okay.
One of my OGs. Real just kind of like one of them Capitol Drive dudes. Legendary Milwaukee dudes from the 80s. Rest in peace to that brother and condolences to your family and God bless you, man.
Yes.
But my other homie, Rashid Farrakhan, who is, officer at the county jail. Look, I was hoping for the best in this case, I was hoping they set him up because I know he's a good brother. I mean, if you know this dude, and a lot of people from here know this brother. Okay. You know, I don't. You know, his name is actually Rashid Farrakhan. Yeah. But he was a CEO for Milwaukee County, and he had a bad day at work.
He had a couple of days that was bad.
Well, it was just that one where he took off his glasses and just started hitting the motherfucker in his stomach. I don't know what happened. I don't know what she said. Because usually it's y'all to blame. It was probably his wife's fault. Let me lay that out there right now. She should get charged too.
She probably left him already.
Because he been with the county 20 years, and that's good money and that's consistent money. What you do?
She gonna get some.
What did you do to him? Shout out to the homie, man. God bless you, man. I'm keeping you in my prayers. I know you a good dude, and we should all be allowed to have at least one bad day.
To beat the shit out of a badass kid.
Well, I'm saying I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? You know, the closer you get to a situation, the more involved you get with it. So, God bless him, man. And I ain't gonna say no more about that. He got a bunch of felony charges, man. But, you know, I know him. And I seen some, because I entertain all perspectives. So people's like, fuck that crooked ass, another crooked ass. And rest in peace to T-Buck, who died down there. The homie, who I knew personally. No jacking. As my son say, no cap. Right? So, but, man, she's a good dude. You know, he's a commissioner, football league type dude. Like, you know, my son played in this league. And I know him. So, hey, man, shit. I don't know. They said that the actual... the prisoner was laughing, and he wouldn't stop laughing. He didn't say nothing. He was just laughing while they was putting him in his cell because took his glasses off and worked him over.
For laughing.
Well, I mean, see, I get that on some capital shit, but you can't do that if you at work.
Yeah. You don't know what
you ain't got your notes in, see, because I work in the offices. So you ain't got your documentation in. Come see me. I'm gonna take you out there and beat the shit out of you. You'll take your notes next week.
Bring you back to the queue.
Man, God bless that brother, man. I do want to say this though, because I'm going into happy holidays to all of us, right? Buy your kids some shit. Like, even if you broke, bro, and you struggling, like, just do something like, you can do something symbolic for a child. Well, you know, because your kids be like, I want an iPhone, and then you be like, nah, you know what, but what's her favorite color? What's her favorite flower? What's his favorite? Who does he look up? You can go print some shit off at the library and bring it home.
So you saying you gonna give your kids $1,000 phones?
Well, that's symbolic.
Give their kids some damn purple flowers that you make.
But you know what?
Ain't that some shit?
Well, hold on.
You know what? The reality of that is, Reggie, is
what?
I remember the times when I couldn't give them $1,000 phones. I remember when all I had was my love, and I was trying to deal with their mama.
Wow.
Because women are crazy, especially black women.
I think you better stop.
Drive your ass off a cliff.
Let me save you from yourself.
You're gonna die
tonight. What we talked about earlier, we talked about some traditions. Now, me personally, once a major matriarch in my family passed away, and you know, family started to drift off, and I decided, basically, I decided to do my own thing. And what I notice is that memories last longer than those toys, those gifts. You know what I mean? Those clothing articles. So what I try to do is get my whole family to wait, just relax.
Because you know I was going to explode.
Yeah, I know. But I try to.
I hope that one camera's on me when I took that breath.
The money that they was going to spend on those gifts and those trinkets and those clothes and those iPhones, spend it, and we can all take a trip somewhere. And 10 years from now, we'll still have the memories and be talking about remember when you don't even remember what you got for Christmas 10 years ago. So that's something.
All you remember is I know it was safe. I know somebody loved me.
Let me tell you, right? And we was having a good time, and we was swimming in the pool and going on there, and we did these things and that things, and yeah, those memories last.
And this comes from a light-skinned dude with no hair, so you know it's real.
Yeah, as opposed to.
You know what I'm saying?
You stop being racist.
There'll never be. I got switched live in the studio.
Let me tell you, hating takes a lot of energy. You must be exhausted.
Nah, man. I just woke up.
There you go.
I've yet begun to defile myself.
Well, you well on your way.
Reggie.
What?
Because I gotta shut Jason up in a minute.
What do you want?
Before he say some shit.
What do you want?
There was a debate, and we're getting ready to introduce the inaugural edition of my personal segment, the Hip Hop Snob. Here it comes. Let me get where my gazelles at. Let me get my gazelles.
Don't forget the gold.
Let me get my chain and shit.
Don't forget Don't forget your...
Wait, it's too many chords. Hold on, I'm choking. See, Reggie done set me up. Listen.
Don't forget your warrant.
There was a debate about the king of R&B.
Oh,
there is a debate.
We talked about this last week.
Well, I wanted to talk about it this week because the reason why I want to talk about it is because I actually made a mistake last week.
Uh-oh. Imagine that.
I made a huge mistake.
What? We got that on tape.
And I normally don't make these mistakes.
Make that a drop.
Okay.
All right.
But the thing is I was reacting because more often than not we are just reactionary, right? Like we'll react off some shit. But you know, I talked about the king of R&B and I thought about what rhythm and blues means to black people. And I talked about what being an R&B star is. And in this day of biopics, we've gotten the Bobby Brown and shit. Right. We've gotten Cadillac Records. We've gotten all this thing. And I named Al Green the king of R&B last week.
You did.
Big mistake.
But I want to change.
Yeah.
There's only one king of R&B.
And
regardless of what Jacquet tells Keith Sweat and Tank is there and everybody's there's one king, the dude who invented being an R&B singer.
Who's that?
Tell us about it.
Is none other than Marvin Gaye. His own daddy had to shoot him. That's how R&B he was.
See, I'm
singing to the last
I'm
note.
all set to argue with you, but I can't. That's actually.
Come on, man. Make me want to holler.
Yeah.
This is a dude who wanted to be, at one point, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin.
Coulda.
But took that, when our music became woke, Marvin Gaye said, I'm a cocaine addict. I'm a cross-dresser. My daddy was a cross-dresser. I got all kinds of issues. See, before R. Kelly even peed, Marvin Gaye was wearing some stockings. Right?
Okay.
So, here it is for the one true, legitimate king of R&B.
All right.
It's Marvin Gaye.
We talk about
and I'm telling you, ever. No other. I heard, first of all, Gladys Knight, there was more than one rendition of Heard It Through the Grapevine.
For sure.
Marvin Gaye, the one who said, ooh,
the raisins,
I bet you wonder how I did. See, that's where it's
he did.
About your plans to make me blue.
He did kill that.
The shit was gangster.
He did kill the.
Between the two of us guys, you know I love you.
At the basketball court.
It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday.
Okay, he did kill the national anthem.
So one time for your mind, from an old man, and when we come back, we're gonna do the hip hop snob.
All right.
The king of R&B
Charlie Wilson
is none other than Marvin Gaye.
Charlie Wilson.
And the evidence that I'm going to pull
Charlie Wilson
is from this album called Hear My Dear, in which he has so many issues that he actually made an album as part of his divorce proceedings and said that you can get all the residuals from this.
Take this.
This song is called Time to Get It Together.
All right.
By Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
The king of R&B.
To be followed up, Charlie Wilson.
Welcome back to Outlaw Radio on a Thursday night, man. December 20th, 2018. I just got past my daughter's birthday. She's 16 years old. It don't mean shit to you, but fuck with her. I'll shoot the shit out of you. No, but welcome back to the show. It's Outlaw Radio Holiday Hangover, and it is just our holiday show because we'll be off during the holiday week. Ain't nobody doing no shows. So like, ain't nothing popping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Merry motherfucking Christmas. As a black person, and that's what you know, as a black person, you see these people shaking these bells at the store, and you walking in there, hey, darn, like, get the fuck out of there. I got $17. I'm going to Walmart. I got to spend 7 of them. It's hard to just spend $7 in fucking Walmart. I'm not giving you shit. But welcome back to the show. I wanted to introduce my new segment. And I realized that me doing this segment is a necessity. You know, all great heroes have to have some conviction. And I think, you know, for me, if you can't tell, I'm a dude I am a hip-hop junkie. Brother Jason calls me a hip-hop savant. Right?
Yeah.
I know shit about rap music that nobody else knows just because I was that into it. I read the liner notes. I researched the loops. I went in the studios and recorded my own shit.
Good on the gang.
You'll never hear it, but you know, I was a gang member too. If you want to bring that up, but I'm saying, hip hop is my soundtrack, and this is the main thing. Let me put my gold chain on.
Oh,
give me my 80 shit. Get my gazelles. Right?
Mm-hmm. What about
Camera's right.
When you're 40.
I don't drink 40s no more.
Well, you got the chain on.
You don't be around after the show. I drink a 40 after the show.
Yeah.
Here's the deal about hip hop. First of all, let's introduce this concept of adult contemporary hip hop, because hip hop is really this. Hip hop extends itself from the early 70s to present day. And there's some early hip hop fans who are pushing 60 years old, right? So young people, yeah, it's the only form of music that goes from 6 to 66.
All right.
That shows its effect. Hip hop has changed the world. That music I was listening to that my parents said, there ain't no goddamn Johnny Taylor. Mm-hmm. It means something now. Tupac means something now. Tupac is an icon now.
Sure.
The hip hop perspective has changed the world.
Yes.
The only problem about hip hop is, even though we own and we invented and we innovated this form of art, we don't control it financially. So the narrative has been played on us over and over the years. And right now, one of the mantras had been that if you're old and your music is, 20 years ago, you ain't no hip hop fan. I'm here to say fuck that, because that's some hip hop shit. Okay. Say fuck that.
Right.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But I want to tell people this. Hip hop in itself is the language that we speak. If you look at economics, you look at commercially, everything has to have a hip hop angle. All the classic movies, all the players who in the NFL now who do hip hop dances, that old school shit when they said it was a trend and a fad and it wouldn't work.
Wouldn't last 10 years,
right.
20 years.
Surprise.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So when we talk about hip hop, I am the hip hop snob because I'm 43 years old and no young motherfucker can tell me that I don't have the right to commentate on hip hop right now. This is my shit. This ain't yours.
Man.
I'm gonna let you use it.
Okay.
It's like both of ours, but we're gonna keep it at my crib. So when I say I'm a hip hop snob, if you have not done your research about hip hop, don't have a conversation with me about the music. I said that to say because I really appreciate all the youngsters. Like, it was easy for me to dismiss this newest generation. But I can say this, like, I listen now because my son is 13 and 12, whatever the fuck, I don't even know how old he is.
Oh,
He's so silly.
On some hip hop shit. I don't know when he was born, right?
It's the holiday hangover.
I was in the studio.
That ain't got nothing to do with hip hop.
I was in the studio.
That's the holiday hangover.
But like Kodak
Right.
Black,
I like Kodak Black.
I think Kodak, the way he came in, and I'm thinking Biggie and Tupac. All of us said, man, get the fuck out of here.
No, he wouldn't.
Kodak is really talented.
I like him.
He does not have guidance. He doesn't have the same kind of structure that I grew up with in the streets. Because see, I came up, I had good parents, I had a good family, but the streets, the OGs in the streets kind of molded my perspective.
Okay.
Kodak is really that good.
I like him.
He's really that good.
He is.
I listen to his wordplay, and I say I'm a hip hop snob because if you can't rap, don't tell me you hot. You can say I sold 90 million records. And I'll tell you this. One of the highest rated songs in the history of people is the Happy Birthday song. That shit ain't hip hop at all. So don't tell me how many records you sold. Tell me about your content. See, black people got to get about substance over style. But when it comes to hip hop, style makes substance. It's the hip hop snob. We're going to talk about hip hop on an educated, elevated level. Because what hip hop actually is the new adult contemporary music. Classic hip hop has a resurgence because for a long time they caught us with our pants down. It was their mama who was in the room with, but my pants was down nonetheless. The digital imprint was an innovation. The old school rappers who signed them deals a long time ago and made that classic music had no sense because there was no internet. So we got to a point in the early 2000s where everything changed. You can't go platinum no more selling CDs.
Right.
The The new dudes got up on, we'll sell streams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the old school companies have now come back because, you know, Jews got to get paid. I own that goddamn Antonio Hardy. That's Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
So now you can get his music digitally. There's a resurgence. The biggest genre in music right now, even radio-wise, is classic hip-hop. That's our music. Sit your young ass down.
Hey.
You ain't never bought a Big Daddy Kane album. You ain't never bought a Boogie Down Productions album. You ain't never heard My Philosophy. You ain't never danced to that shit when it wasn't a trend. You just jumped in. You're my son. I give you what I want you to have. So I'm a hip-hop snob because I'm going to tell the truth about hip-hop music. Because it dictates where we are as black people.
Poetry.
Well, poetry in action.
Yeah, we're the poets.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Griots. Storytellers. Who can tell a story better than Teju? While he's beating on the drum and he's graybeard.
That's what's up.
The most entertaining shit I've ever seen in my life.
Sure.
But the South Bronx, that's north side of Milwaukee. We got our own hip-hop. Why all Milwaukee hip-hop sound like everybody else? Let's make our own fucking sound. Somebody get a bass. Somebody get a lead guitar. Somebody get a Rhodes piano.
Well, Cuckoo Cow kind of.
I love Cuckoo. Cuckoo's my guy, but Cuckoo's not the innovation that we need.
Yeah, but he did.
We need a youngster. The youth inherit the revolution. We need our youngsters to stop trying to sound like them and sound like us.
They mumble.
Well, we had a term back in the day. It was called biting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no such thing no more.
And you was looked down upon if you sounded like somebody else who
Let me take this
was
fucking
incumbent
clown
upon
ass,
you.
my clown ass costume
Come
on.
with your own shit.
I'm trying to get some viewers and shit. Let me take.
Well, you did your thing. You
I'm
hot. and
just
shit,
saying. Let me get back to I ain't gonna take the vest off. I got my strap in.
Please don't do that.
My Glock tonight.
You don't need it, brother.
I'm the hip hop snob because of this. You don't get to tell me what the fuck rap music should sound like. I'll tell you. Right? I'll play whatever hip hop song I want, whether you heard it or not. And I've told my son this. All them YouTube ass dudes, man, that ain't soul. That ain't, you know. And I get now why my father was upset about hip hop, because his thing was, well, they're really just echoing their forefathers. Which he should have been happy about.
Well, absolutely.
So you saying you the Trump of hip hop?
I'm saying I'm the type of dude
you know
that
all about it.
When it comes to rap music, you'd be hard pressed to out know me.
See, Trump,
name a group.
The Trump of hip
name
hop.
an era. Name a genre. Let's talk about production. Let's talk about the greatest producers, the greatest rappers, the greatest verses, the greatest choruses, the greatest hooks. Social commentary.
Anybody want to call in and shut him down?
No, because it's my segment. You ain't supposed to be talking.
Said call.
That's why I'm very pleased.
You don't know no other female?
Yes, to shut you down.
Do I got Roxanne Shante to come in this month?
Hey, do I got anyone out here who's gonna shut him down? That's a female. Really shut him down.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna go on YouTube pretty soon, and the hip hop snob segment is always here.
The snobs.
It will be. From now on out, it's gonna be a continuous part of this show. The hip hop snob. It's time for us as black people to tell the truth about rap music. First of all, I'm a descendant of Tupac. You know, Tupac is my guy. You can't bring none of the new day rappers against him. Now, we had this thing with the Migos saying they're the biggest rap group of all time. Youngster, ain't nobody going against your shine. You got Jury, you got Cardi B talking about sucking dick on the internet. We're gonna talk about Cardi too within the hip hop snob, but yeah, you getting money. You're not greater than Bone. You're not greater than the Ghetto Boys. You're not greater than Tribe Called Quest. You're not greater than 3 Times Dope. You're not greater than BDP, Public Enemy, Stetson Sonic. Do I need to keep going back with groups? Eric B. and Rakim, the Dog Pound, the Click, Dangerous Music, Penthouse Players Click, NWA. You're not even touching it because you echoing your guys. Freeze! Boom! Oh, my balls is froze. Froze!
Hey, no.
I dig your little music, man. I dig the jingle. Because respect those who came before you. And now we have this debate about the greatest in terms of R&B where this dude runs up on Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat, like, I done sold 30 million records.
And he sucked.
Right.
Well, now we know Keith Sweat couldn't sing, but you bought all his fucking albums.
I know, I never did.
Let me tell you how much I love you. If Baby was here, you'd be dancing.
No.
Ooh, girl, that would make me feel so right.
I like Silk, but I never liked that.
Doesn't mean the Silk was, but there's no Silk if there's no Keith Sweat.
I know, but I'm just saying. What about the deal?
I want to say, you talking about? I only think about you on the. You talking? Let's go back to the time then.
The time, yeah.
Everybody walk your body. Everybody say walk. That's where
jagged edges.
See, this is why I'm the hip hop snob, because
they never got the recognition.
I understand the loops. I understand the loops.
Never.
And if you understand how hip hop is made, because we couldn't play instruments, it's the loop. Grandmaster Flash created the break beat, and that creates a whole genre of music. So when I see young people who say, well, I'm so in this shit right now, yeah, but that's because you don't know no better. It's fine for you to have your shine, and I'm not against that, because what am I going to do with a young girl besides get in trouble?
Wow.
Right?
Wow. Put some effort in your craft, though.
Just understand those who came before you.
Yeah.
This is the problem on the streets. As an OG, I can step to a youngster and say, man, I'm going to tell you about this game, man. This game is cold. And it's going to take some people. You're going to lose. You're going to hurt. All the shit you think you ducking is going to happen. Right? It's inevitability. Ability, utility, tranquility. Right?
Inevitable?
It's all that.
It's inevitable.
So I'm saying, as the hip-hop snob, I'm telling you, look, keep your ear open. Because, you know, my dad, who was very old, my father was probably about 56 years old. The first time when I let him hear Outkast, because I was 7, he was 40 when I was born. But I let him hear Crumbling Herb by Outkast.
Did he like it?
He's right. He said, man, that's cold shit. I didn't even know he talked like that. He was a preacher. He said, that's some cold shit right there, son. Play that again. Because he liked the poetry. Before, what Big Rube said, you know, disease can engineer and control over your mind. Wake up like a punk. You know, wake up like a real nigga, die like a punk, whatever.
No, bro, I'm pretty sure you had that shit memorized.
Pops was like, nigga, that's cold. Smoke all the weed you want. I'm like, you still around?
Oh, God. He's
gonna drop you off by my house.
For sure. Finna drop you on the last
He said, smoke all the weed you want.
So hip-hop enables you to do that. Hip-hop enables you to understand.
It was our newspaper.
Because hip-hop is not politically correct. It's not user-friendly. It's a contact sport. If you gay, if you ugly, if you fat, if you skinny, if you short, if you cross-eyed, cock-eyed, hip-hop will expose you. I do believe Tupac once started the song off by saying, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. And we said, oh, that's some cold shit.
I mean,
drop the mic.
First off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. I don't know how to say I'm mad at you better.
No, it ain't no.
So when I get into it with my wife now, I'm like, first off, fuck your mama and the family you claim. Your nephews, all them cousins.
You got a template and shit. You just...
Hip hop taught me that.
You tripping.
Hip hop snob signing out. I want to do one song. Because me and Jason argued about the boom bap. And I'm going to show him I know what the boom bap is, because I'm about to play a song none of these old motherfuckers on this show now.
I don't know what the hell a boom bap is.
It's nice and smooth. Hip hop junkies, Outlaw Radio, Holiday Hangover. Merry motherfucking Christmas.